I shall ever be your strength and your comfort. When all is said and done, I would ask a favor of you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and here we are back in Ishgard. We are going to be finishing up the side quest for the Ishgardian restoration. So this is part 2, and it looks like we have about 3 or 4 special side quests here in the Firmament. So we are just outside with these kids again, and the quest is called A Fashionable Friendship. Peyralaki appears excited about something. Oh, it's you again. Have you heard? All sorts of merchants and craftsmen from across the realm have come to Featherfall. We were just going to head over there to see for ourselves. You should come with us. It'll be so exciting. This isn't supposed to be exciting, Peyraqual. These outsiders are the competition, and we're going to scout them out. Let's get going now. Yeah, I remember those kids. It was cute because they wanted to help out with the orphanage. They wanted to get more food and supplies and money for the orphanage where they're all currently living. And so what they did is they first decided to go for some battle lives. And it was very clear that they did not know what they were going to be doing, but thankfully the knights on guard kind of talked them out of it, saying that they're too young and that they would probably get hurt. And that's when they learned about crafting lives. And so they started doing these lives for customers, and that's how they're starting to earn money and everything. So let's go to Featherfall and see what they have to say. Look at all those stones. How do they make them sparkle like that? I mean, that's easy. What do you suppose that is? And that too. It's nice to see all 3 stalls set up. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like any of these before. If we could fashion some eye-catching wares of our own, I do believe we could earn good coin here. Whatever shall we do, sister? Indeed. Hey, what's the matter? You're looking awfully glum. Oh, hello there. My brother and I heard that traders from around the world had set up shop here in the Firmament, so we've come to peruse their wares. And what's more, Mother was kind enough to give us extra gil to buy ourselves a special treat. There's one most luxurious looking exotic fruit that caught our eye, but sadly, it's just a bit too expensive. Still, we don't want to settle for anything less. Oh, jeez, you could tell they're spoiled. Is that all? If you need money, why don't you just earn it? That's what we do. We make all sorts of things and sell them for good coin. Well, aren't you a spirited one? If you're hunting for gil, maybe we could make ourselves a deal. What kind of deal? A tough negotiator, I see. Here's the story. I'm a hunter from the Dravanian Forelands, and a pretty good one if I do say so myself. I was on my way back to the wilds after dropping off my chocobo, and that's when it hit me. It's bleeding cold out there, and I could use myself a new overcoat. I'm not looking for anything fancy, mind you. If it keeps me warm and toasty in the blistering snow and wind, that's plenty fine for me. Reckon any of you young ones be able to help a hunter out? Ha! Could we ever? You just watch. We'll whip you up the finest coat you've ever seen before you can bat an eyelash. Good to hear it. I'll be lingering around the markets for a while still, so you can just bring on back to me whatever it's ready. Well, looks like we have a job to do. It's off to Rowanberry Field for me to procure the needed tools. Perhaps you'd like to come along? Cuchellosen and Pelquel? I can count on the two of you to get some cloth from old Archet, yes? Well, we have all that we need. Let's meet back here. All right, everyone, let's get to work. Would have reckoned someone like you has more important matters on your plate than tending to children. I suppose I'm not one to talk. Any road, I imagine you'll be going along to see that they don't get themselves into trouble. Was not expecting Marchamp here. That lass is a determined one, ain't she? I dare say she reminds me of a certain someone. Oh, that hit me. That hit right in the feels. Alright, so they should be right around here. Oh, wait. What was that? It's the savior of Ishgard in the flesh. Can I shake your hand? Probably not. Well, if it ain't the Rowanberry children, what can old Archet do for you today? We need a length of... What was it again? Oh, you came too. Good. There's something I wanted to ask you. What sort of fabric do you think is best for making an overcoat? Paraquel and I, we really don't know anything about weaving, you see. It's Lucille who fancies herself a seamstress. Well, if it ain't the hero of Ishgard, I'm glad to see you well. I've been trying to get these lads to tell me just what sort of fabric they need, but they can't seem to give me a straight answer. So what'll it be? A thick pelt to ward off the cold. That's really all that he wanted. That's that all? Well, why didn't you say so? Well, that charge has just the thing for you. And here you go. I reckon this will serve you well enough. Oh, it most certainly will. Many thanks, my good man. Well, that was taken care of. Now we'll head back to the little orphanage. I wonder if they're going to add like little aetheryte shards around this place. I mean, I love running through these streets, but it can be a bit tiring. Oh, how I would love to take part in a good snowball fight. Sister simply refuses to even entertain the notion. She says she can't abide getting her hands cold. Well, you're living in the wrong place then. This gentleman certainly is friendly. Who, the knights? Razaquin, there's a favor I would ask of you. Well, if it isn't Lucille, what can I do for you and your friends today? The hunter we met in the markets has hired us to make him an overcoat. Do you have a needle and thread we could borrow? I do indeed. I can't just let you have it. Why, if you so much as pricked your finger on my tools, I'd never hear the end of it. No need to fear. Claire is here to watch over me and see that I'm perfectly safe. Isn't that right, Claire? It's a needle! What do you think she's gonna do? Like, stab her eye out? I see. Well, if the savior of Ishgard is willing to vouch for you, who am I to oppose? Here you go. Just be careful with them, yes? Thanks, Razaquin. You're the best. Jeez. It's a needle. I mean, I'm sure that you would need like a pretty big, thick needle to be able to sew together an overcoat, but still. Yeah, so this video is just going to be all of these little mini side quests, so I can't wait to see what the other ones are going to be about. Is there aught I may do to assist? Honestly, I was hoping for more of a challenge. Why, I could have procured that square of fabric in my sleep. How marvelous it must be to be able to fashion clothing with one's own hand. I can scarcely wait to learn myself. I've never made something for a real hunter before. I hope he likes it. The children all came running back like someone set their pants on fire. Just between you and me, I ain't in that much of a hurry. Well, I do believe we have everything we need. Shall we get started then? Say, what do I do with this part here? Just hold that in place. Fold it over. Yes, just like that. And now stitch right there. Exactly. You're a natural. Why, it's a perfect fit! Our best work yet, if I do say so myself. And how does it feel, good sir? Sturdy, warm, and even a fair bit more stylish than I've been expecting. You got yourself one satisfied customer, lass. I reckon this should cover it. Go and buy yourself something nice now. Oh, thank you! And thank you. We couldn't have done this without you. Here, this is your share. What? This is just about all of it. Well, seeing as you did just about all the work, it seems only fair. Together with what our mother gave us, we have enough here to buy that fruit. Speaking of mother, we best head back before she starts worrying what's become of us. Might we come back to play again? But of course, you're welcome to visit any time. Wow, so turns out that they're not spoiled little snobs like I was expecting. How nice it must be to have a mother to return to. Aww. Don't look so down, lass. Being able to help out a couple of nobles ain't nothing to sneeze at. I reckon the friendship you made today will serve you well. Speaking of new friends, I've got just the thing to cheer you up. How'd you like to take a baby chocobo off my hands? A baby chocobo? Aye, hatched from the eggs of one of my best birds. I've been having the damnedest time trying to train it. Doesn't seem suited for the hunting life, and so I thought it could use a new family. How'd you like to be its new mother? Me? Its mother? Why, yes, I'd like that very much. With the coin we've earned, we can buy it food and everything. The little ones are going to be over the moon when they hear who's coming to live with us. Not just the little ones, Rasaquin too. He adores chocobos. Come on, let's go tell him right now. You know, Claire, just looking at you and those children, it calls to mind that time I came upon you and Iselle in Tailfeather. Gods, how time flies. But speaking of time flying, I best be moving on. I've got a chocobo to deliver, and then it's back to the road for me. Till next we meet, lass. He's good people. It really is nice to see him again. So that was all so cute. So those kids now have a new pet chocobo with them. Adorable. House Helionot Soldier. So this is the next quest, a gathering of Gaelic cats. The sullen soldier is looking about anxiously. Why, if it isn't the savior of Ishgard, And the hero who helped us deal with the stray gaelkitten the other day. Oh, you're still going on about that? You couldn't have come at a better time. For reasons I cannot begin to imagine, one of those confounded cats is back, and what's more, it appears to have brought its friends. Or so I've been told. As you might imagine, we are at something of a loss as how to address the situation. If the tales I heard are true, these creatures originally hailed from the Sea of Clouds, and some scholars in fact believe them to be a type of void scent. Really? Why, it's enough to send a shiver up a man's spine. Surely you can see that we simply cannot allow these baleful creatures to prowl about the firmament as they please? And so I beg of you, might you be so kind as to look into the matter and find some way to save us from this formidable furry menace? One of my cohorts mentioned that he saw the beast roaming just a ways down the road. And here, take this pouch of dried crowd crawler with you. It said that the little beast can't resist the scent. You're talking about flying kittens. How could that be bad? Oh, there's the next quest. But seriously, why would you be freaking out over Gale cats? They are cute. Oh, look. He's hiding now? Simply must catch that furry fiend before it and its friends can wreak havoc on the firmament. Well, I gotta give him points for determination, I guess. This compact sack packed to the brim with dried cloud crawler vines gives off a distinctly tantalizing aroma. Oh boy, say that 5 times fast. You place the sack in the middle of the street near where the Gaelic cat was sighted. Retreat to the shadows and hope that your quarry takes the bait. I don't know what to say here. I think that these are a little bit dramatic. Meow. Oh. You found it. But what's this? The furry creature has clad itself in an overcoat suitable to the fiercest of blizzards. Wherever did it get its paws on such garb? Nah, that is not a garb, my unlearned friend. Oh no, it's you. Another one? And it speaks? What foul sorcery is this? Oh, come on, dude. I am the Neko Boot. That is to say, I am but an innocent traveler with a fondness for our feline friends. There was once a time when I made it my mission to journey to the far ends of this realm, raining down furious judgments against any who would spurn the cat and deny it its rightful place in the hierarchy of animals. These days I have adopted a more peaceful approach and simply do all in my power to see that these creatures are appreciated for the furry balls of illimitable cuteness that they are. Now let us return to the topic of the Gaelic cat's garb and the wings which appear to be part of it. Did you know that it is said that no one has ever seen said garb removed, and that every unfortunate soul who has even made an attempt has been met with hissing, clawing rage? In any event, it is true, and in that sense, might it not be said that the Gaelic cat's garb is not a garb at all, but rather an extension of the creature's corporeal form? Not only might it be said, but I proclaim it loudly and with the utmost of confidence. Likewise, I would posit that those heavily layered silks are evidence that the Gaelic cat has adapted to its chilly surroundings. Furthermore, the creature's able belly would seem to be incontrovertible proof that it has been dining on the most scrumptious of feasts. Do you mean to say that someone has been feeding this creature? And this surprises you? Why, just gaze into those innocent eyes. See how its tail flicks and curls with such enchanted, enigmatic grace. Behold how it goes about its business, entirely unburdened by the expectations of mortal men. I thought that no animal could be more delightful than the Gaelic cats that frolic in the air above our heads, but to see one of such stout and ample proportions, why, I am simply overwhelmed with the sheer force of its immeasurable cuteness. Oh, but I can bear it no longer. I simply must behold the creature up close. I must embrace it, caress its fur, scratch behind its ears, nuzzle its nose, and tell it over and over what a cute little kitty it is. Yes, what a cute little kitty you are. Oh, jeez, I'm surrounded by freaks. Meow. heavens, do you think I come on a bit too strong? In any event, we must pursue it at once! Come now! I'm not so sure about this. Perhaps chasing after Void Scent isn't the wisest course of action? Oh, for crying out loud, buddy. It's not a Void Scent. But I suppose we have no choice. I swore an oath to keep the residents of the Firmament safe after all. Let us exercise due caution, though. Oh my god. You're afraid of kittens. Seriously. Why would they? I mean, I think the only way you can consider them dangerous is if they flew right at you and tried to scratch your eyes out, but come on. Where is everyone? Up here? Guessing it's up here. I mean, they can fly. I don't see anyone. No? Up here. No. Why can't we jump up there? So, not here, so it's gotta be down this way then. Unless I'm just going crazy. There it is! Hi, Sylvis, whoever you are. What is the meaning of this? That's what I want to know. There are so many of them! What is all this commotion? Quiet, or you'll scare them all away. So you are the master of these creatures, I presume? Master? Hardly. I simply took to feeding one of them as a way to fend off the pangs of loneliness that come with being so far from home. And before I knew it, well, you can see for yourself. I am not unsympathetic to your situation, my friend, but we simply cannot allow these creatures to run rampant about the firmament. All their cuteness and fluffiness be damned, they're all monsters after all. All I know is that they've never done me any harm. Why, give them a snack and they curl right up next to you and let you cuddle them and nuzzle their noses to your little heart's content. How generous and giving in the Gaelic cat! And pray tell, my friend, just how does it feel to cuddle and nuzzle with these most delightful creatures? How can I put it? Their fur is soft and smooth, their noses toasty and warm, their cute little whiskers tickle the face, and they give off the most delightful aroma, akin to that of freshly washed bed linens, or perhaps closer to bread right out of the oven. They smell good is what I'm saying. You need say no more, for verily there is no creature so heavenly as the cat. I'm not really a dog person, so yeah, I'm afraid I have to go with the first one. Yes, no cat must go uncuddled. Here, here! The knight just looking at them like we're all crazy. At any rate, I can assure you I've been in contact with officials at the Benichance Court in hopes of finding proper homes for the creatures as soon as I possibly can. Surely you agree that they deserve that much. Please don't chase them away. Well, at the very least, they seem to pose no danger, and their population seems to be under control. I suppose I can overlook the matter for the time being. But be forewarned that should the situation change and the creatures prove a threat, we will not hesitate to use force when necessary. Isn't that so, friend? What's this? You wish to accompany me on my journey? Oh, but why did you not say so sooner? Be a pleasure and an honor both. Come, my furry friend, let us spread a love for all things feline far and wide, across the land. Oh man. Like, what did I just watch? What did I just read out? Square Enix, you're really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this one. To think I would meet another who adores these creatures as much as I. I dream of the day when every man, woman, and child in Ishgard has their own Gaelic cat to cuddle and cherish. Oh, how heavenly that would be. Oh no. No, no, no. I think that other guy kind of wore off on him. If you don't know who he was one of the Heavenster and Boogios a couple years ago. I can't remember if it was last year or not, but he was obsessed with cats, and he was trying to have the cat kind of get its own year, like in the... I guess it's, I mean, it's not called the Chinese Zodiac, but I think you get the idea. Anyway, I think this should be the last quest here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. But it's called Calling All Adventurers. Well, if it isn't the savior of Ishgard, 'tis an honor and a pleasure indeed to be graced with your presence. As it just so happens, there was a matter regarding which I was hoping to consult with an esteemed adventurer such as yourself. Ah, but I forget my manners. I am called Feliciax, and Lord Francel has tasked me with overseeing the paperwork for new residents here in the Firmament. Thanks in no small part to your selfless efforts on our behalf, countless adventurers, tradesmen, and laborers from across Eorzea have chosen to make this place their home, and now that the hoarfrost has been completed, we finally have a place to put them all. There is, however, just one rub. We have, at least thus far, lacked a facility to serve the role of the Adventurers Guild that one might find in other nations, a role which will become increasingly vital as our population continues to grow. And so, I have decided to devote this building we stand before to that very purpose. Unfortunately, I am rather embarrassed to admit this. I am not entirely clear on precisely what manner of business is conducted at these guilds, and in turn what sort of structure might best serve that purpose. Pray enlighten me, friend. What would you say is the defining characteristics of an active, successful adventurers guild? Ah, okay. It wouldn't hurt to have a tavern. Well, you can never go wrong with a tavern. Well, adventurers don't really need to go to a guild to contact each other. It's really for the citizens. So, a place where citizens in need can enlist adventurers' services. Ah, so that is the primary purpose of an adventurers guild. If adventurers are to render assistance efficiently and swiftly, it certainly stands to reason that there needs to be a dedicated venue where they may receive petitions from townsfolk. Thank you, my friend. The insight you have shared with me will no doubt prove invaluable in transforming this venue into one that will serve all adventurers in the Firmament and make them feel at home. If I could impose upon you just one last time, might you be willing to speak to some of your peers here in the Firmament and see if you could find a generous soul or two who would be willing to stop by? After all, an adventurers guild without adventurers is hardly worthy of the name. Many thanks, my friend. I have no doubt that as the savior of Ishgard and a fellow adventurer, your words will resonate with them far more than mine ever could. Have you perchance been able to recruit any of your fellow adventurers to aid in the establishment of our new Adventurers Guild? Please, my friend, you are my best hope. Why not just put it up on the party finder? Those usually work pretty well. Okay, so we have 3 adventurers that we need to find, and I do think this is the last quest, so let's try to savor it. And, okay, here's one. The Adult Adventurer. Need assistance with something, friend? In that case, I would encourage you to consult with one of my colleagues. I fear I'm but an apprentice here, and would have little to offer you. What's that you say? A new gathering place will be opening here in the Firmament? Why, this is wonderful news indeed. I relocated here from Limsa to learn a new trade, but I must admit that I find myself feeling a touch homesick at times. I was hoping there might be a place where I could mingle with travelers and hear the latest tales and tidings from my homeland. I must visit it at once. 1 down, 2 to go. And up this way, I'm guessing. Doesn't look like it's up here. Oh, there we go. Grizzle Adventurer. Is there something you need from me? A new Adventurous Guild, eh? I've only just arrived from Moodall, and I'm still learning the lay of the land. I'm not embarrassed to admit I was hoping there might be a place where I could meet some veteran types and learn a thing or two. Color me interested. 1 left. Gotta be around here somewhere. Looks like we're in the center of town. Oh, it's them! I remember them! We had a special side quest with them a while ago. Hello again! If it isn't Claire, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. What brings you to the Firmament today? They mean to build an Adventurers Guild here in Featherfall, you say? I do believe I speak for everyone when I say this is a most welcome development indeed. After all, it's been rather tedious going from door to door every day, asking the townspeople if they have any tasks required in adventurer's expertise. If there's anything I can do to see that the new facility is a rousing success, I am more than happy to do it. Alright, we got 4 at once! Great! Oh, hey! Is it not a splendid sight, Claire? Ishgardians of all strips lining up in throngs to see the latest wares from across the realm. Why, once the news gets out, merchants and traders from all over will be beating down our doors to set up shop here in Featherfall. By the way, I was strolling the markets and just happened to pick up a most fascinating foodstuff known as mutul beans. You wouldn't perchance be able to recommend a recipe or two, would you? No, actually, as far as I know, those stuff taste pretty bad. Many factors spurred Lord Francel to invite merchants and craftsmen from all nations here to the Firmament, not the least of which was your friend Marcelox. A meeting such as theirs might never have happened in the old days, when the nobility oversaw trade and tradesmen labored almost entirely in the shadows. Yet look at this place now, highborn and tradesmen alike, living and working side by side, and freely exchanging thoughts of our nation's future. It is an inspiring sight, and I am honored to support Lord Francel's vision in whatever small way I can. That's sweet. But I think we're nearing the end of this tale, sad as I am to say. So let's head back and close out this little adventure. Though I do think that we are going to have maybe... Though I wonder if we will have any other quests after this. There you are, friend. I'm pleased to inform you that a number of your peers have already graced us with their presence. Why, this place is starting to feel more and more like an honest-to-goodness adventurers guild with every moment. Rest assured that I will do everything in my power to see that this place flourishes in a home away from home for all adventurers who pay us a visit to the Holy See. Pray forgive me for imposing upon the esteemed savior of Ishgard with such a trivial task, but you have done us a great service today, and for that you have my most sincere gratitude. Whenever you are inclined to grace us with your presence, our doors will always be open. Aw, it's over. Well, look, that's already like some of the people that we've talked to before. They're starting to meet up. So this is a nice little adventure. It's a nice thing. Alright, everyone. So I think that's going to be it here. It was fun. It was really fun. And I'm glad that it's over, but we must move on, at least until the next and final part of the Firmament is over. So until next time, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I know that I did. Wasn't really expecting those kind of storylines, but hey, that's what I love about this game. Anyway, until next time, everyone, take care, stay safe, and enjoy. Bye!